In this tutorial series, I'm going to be showing you how to speedrun Alien Isolation in the any percent CC only category. CC means crouch clipping, which essentially allows you to clip through doors and walls, other places you wouldn't usually be able to break the game of sorts. This is used a lot because the category is mainly focused around crouch clipping, but before I actually get into showing you how to do it, we need to do a bit of a setup. So a few things you need to set up would be your keybinds. The keybinds in-game, you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to set it up as you would in-game. You have to do it through the files because you have to bind crouch to your mouse wheel up and down, which you can't do in-game. So to find that, you go to wherever your Steam folder is. Mine is in my C drive, Programs 86. Where is it? Steam. And then user data. And then click on this. And then click on 214490. Then go to remote and then input. I created a desktop shortcut because it's a lot easier for me to reach it. But you click on this and all of your keybinds are in here. I will copy and paste this into the description so you can copy and paste it into your input file. So once you're done with that, you press file and then save, and then you close it, and then that's all done. Secondly, you'll have to. There's a frame limit. There's a frame rate limit in this category that allows crouch clipping to be easier. The limit is usually between 140 and 160 frames. Personally, I use 140, but it's totally up to you. It depends on how it feels for you. For this, I would recommend using RivaTuner. I will leave a link again in the description for the download of this, and all you do is install it, open it up, and set the frame rate limit here to 140, and then just minimize it like that in the background. And you have to make sure you open this before you open up the game, otherwise it won't work. And now the last thing is you want to have the game running in Italian, because the Italian language pack is 30 seconds faster overall than the English one. So if you want to do that, you go to Steam, you right click on Alien Isolation, go to Properties, Language, and then change it to Italian. But if you also want English subtitles and English text but Italian voices, this is a little different. So you keep it on Italian here. Close this, go to your files, go to wherever Alien Isolation is installed. For me it's in D drive, Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, Alien Isolation, and then once you get to this file you click on Data, Text, and then you want to go to the Italian file, highlight all of this in the Italian file and delete it, go back to the English file, copy all of this, copy, and then paste it all into the Italian file. Like that. So now you'll have English subtitles, English text, but you'll have Italian voices, so it's still fast, but you can still understand it all. And then you just close that. So once you've got all that done, you're pretty much good to go. Okay, now that everything is set up, we can go ahead and start getting into the speedrun. So what you're going to do is play a game and then start the game from fresh and start on novice, because this category doesn't require you to do it on nightmare, so novice is a lot easier. So we click start. What you want to do as well, when these two cutscenes start, you want to skip them as fast as possible, because if you take too long, there's a possibility you could get what's called slow bug, which makes you get out of your bed a lot slower than usual. That makes you walk really slow, so it wastes time. So skip those cutscenes immediately. So once you get out of your bed, you want to immediately move forward and sign in. And then strafe off to the left, turn around, and follow the normal route. I usually go backwards here and then wait till the door opens. so I have that small amount of time to turn around really quick. So in mission 1, there are 2 very small skips we can do to skip some dialogue. First one is right here. So basically all you have to do is you walk straight into the room and you walk back out. And the way that you know you've done it right is if Samuel says, "Ah, Ripley." The trigger point for this dialogue is right at the beginning here, where this big dark metal plate is. That's the trigger point for the dialogue. So you literally just walk in, turn around and walk out. And then you keep going. You go to Taylor next. Now the same thing with Taylor. This dark plate here, that's the trigger point. So you stand on that and then you wait for, you don't wait for her. You stand on it and you turn around, you immediately go out. She should say, well, Ripley should say Taylor good morning, but in Italian. So like this.
Taylor, buongiorno. Ripley, sappi che non ci vedo proprio niente di buono questa giornata.
And then you go all the way back to Samuel's. For this next dialogue skip, you can't just simply walk in and walk out, otherwise it won't work. For this one, you're going to have to wait for Samuels to say a certain word, and then you can leave. It's going to sound like he says Chewbacca or something, or even hell, Chewbacca, if that makes it easier for you. But you go inside, activate the dialogue, and then wait on the corner of the door right here. And then wait for the Chewbacca. There. As soon as he says Chewbacca, then you can leave. The final dialogue skip is the same as the previous one we just did. We're going to have to wait for Taylor's to stop speaking before we can actually leave. Otherwise we'll have to go through the whole thing again. So once again, the trigger's in the same place. Then we wait by the door. And then we can leave. So what we do is we go right to the back of this door here. And then we turn around immediately. This allows Samuels to exit his room quicker, like this. And now we just make our way to the briefing room. Sometimes it's nice to hold the door open for Samuels here so it doesn't close on him, saves a bit of time. Same with this door, because he can take his time. And now we just wait for the dialogue to be over. Once Samuel says documente, that's when you can pick up the file. So you have to wait for Samuels to say documents. You can just keep up with the subtitles for it to be easier.
Bene, diamoci da fare.
Non preoccuparti, Taylor. È routine. Andiamo e torniamo. Connor, come andiamo?
SMG caricato e calibrato, vettore di avvicinamento individuato.
Prepara le comunicazioni, mi presento.
Canale aperto, capitano.
Avete i vostri documenti con le istruzioni?
Documenti.
Osservate l'avvicinamento sui monitor.
And then skip the cutscene instantly. Alright, that's mission 1. I'll go over mission 2 in the next one, and every video will be one mission each.